Morning, guys. Happy Monday. This week, I've decided to report a week in the life of studying at Harvard while running a business in the UK and everything else in between. Today is Monday, so it's the start of a new week. The usual routine is to wake up at 5, do a bit of journaling, get the most important business tasks out of the way first, trying to manage the time zone difference between here and the UK. This morning, that meant catching up on a few emails, having a quick call with a few members of the team, and then also looking at the finances for the upcoming month and the projects that we have to close and wrap up before the end of the year. So very productive morning. Then at 7, hit the gym. So a good workout now done. And that's pretty much the same routine Monday to Friday. And then on the weekends, a bit more flexibility. So now finish the gym, heading back home to my apartment, get ready for classes, and then head to class number 1 on Monday at 9 a.m. So we'll continue to keep you posted. All right, guys. So on the way to the first class of the week, 9 a.m. on Monday, it's called Reasoning from Applied History. The premise of the class is essentially looking at historical moments, whether it's war, crises, political upheavals, and using them as analogies for things that can happen in the future. Some of the case studies we've looked at are the World Wars, the Suez Canal crisis. Recently, we also discussed September 11 and the ramifications of that since. So it's been a very eye-opening class and discussion. Today, we have Graham Allison as a guest lecturer today, who is one of the founding professors of Harvard Kennedy School of Government, has worked for both Republican and Democrat administrations, and he'll be talking to us about the potential rivalry we see in the future between China and the US. So a very interesting discussion, and look forward to keeping you updated. So morning lecture done. As mentioned, we had Graham Allison as our guest professor today. We talked about China, Ukraine, Russia, and he gave his perspective on everything that was happening at the moment. Great session, and I'll share some more of the takeaways later in the video. Now, off to class 2 of the day, which is around science of behavior change and looking at how behavior changes can nudge policy. Right, guys, so that is Monday classes done. So around noon, we had science of behavior change, where you look at behavioral economics and how you can leverage behavioral economics in terms of policies that you want to shape, whether it's in healthcare, in economics, in government, in private sector. So it's more of a review today of the key concepts because we have an exam coming up. And then the last lecture of the day was thinking analytically. And there, in today's class, we talked about biases that people have, and also the discussion around luck versus skill. What activities have more luck? Which activities require more skill? And how can we be aware of what's what when we are shaping policies and making decisions? So good classes overall. In between, I had the chance to catch up with some professors during office hours. So this is where you get the chance to have one-to-ones with the professors and ask them any questions that are on your mind, whether it's around work or what's going on in class or beyond. And yeah, so that's classes done for the day. I'm heading over to the business school for a networking event this evening. And then we'll try and catch up with one assignment that I have due tomorrow and try and find a time to have a dinner and call it an early night, hopefully before 10 p.m., which I called my red zone, but that's a discussion for another time. Monday is done. I look forward to keeping you updated as we go through the week. Morning, guys. So today is Tuesday, and Tuesday is a busy day in the agenda. The first class is around negotiation and leadership. Today we'll be talking about leadership. That'll be the focus, and around projection. So what you project as a leader, how that shapes the teams around you and your objective you're trying to achieve. After that, I've got my finance lecture. And in finance today, we'll be talking about future options and contracts. Then there'll be a short break where we normally have a networking event with our classmates on a Tuesday afternoon. And then Tuesday, later in the afternoon, I've got a class at the business school, which is called Field X, where you are either an entrepreneur who is creating a business within the course, or you're advising the startups that are coming up in the business. And in my case, I'm advising a healthcare AI startup. So should be an exciting day. Lots of interesting guests as well. And as usual in the morning today, went to the gym and had a really good call with an investor who's interested in continuing to invest in Ahmed Capital Group next year. So productive morning and looking forward to the day ahead. Right, guys, so that's our negotiation and leadership lecture done for today. I actually have the professor with us, which is Professor Wilkinson, who is one of the best negotiation and leadership professors, not just in Harvard, but probably across the world.
I haven't given his grade yet, so that's by saying that.
But one quick question for the professor. Professor, if you're looking to learn about negotiation and leadership, which is what you've been teaching for years, what are the 3 key ingredients you'd recommend for any leader to consider to be the best negotiation and leader in the future?
It's a great question. I mean, I think for negotiation and leadership, the starting point is always perspective taking of other people involved, the people you're negotiating with, the people you're trying to bring along with you as a leader. What might be their perspective on the situation, which requires you to put yourself in their shoes? I think secondly, the idea of empathy or, some sense of connection with the people you're trying to negotiate with. You can look at them as the enemy, or you can look at them as a partner to solve a problem. And we have so easily fallen to us and them categories that I think trying to see where are their shared interests and a connection is incredibly valuable. The third thing is all about self-mastery, I think. Reflecting on yourself. How am I doing as a negotiator and as a leader? Where are my areas of strength? Where should I be working on? What are my disciplines, my practices? What am I learning? Who are my mentors? All of that commitment is how we continually grow and get better and better as negotiators and as leaders.
Perfect. Well, that's a lot of experience crammed into just a minute. So thanks so much, Professor, for the time, and hope that helps the viewers for the video.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So first couple of lectures done for the day. It was great that we were able to get Professor Wilkinson speak a little bit about negotiation and leadership, the course that he teaches. Finance class also now done. As I mentioned, I have a short break for a couple of hours, which allows the chance to catch up with emails and prepare for the class I have in the afternoon. As well as this, have a group project that I'm working together with a couple of classmates as well. And then we'll walk over to the business school later this afternoon. So been a good day so far. Energy levels are dropping, so it's good to grab a coffee in between. And look forward to keeping you updated on how the rest of the day goes. Right, guys, so very productive study session. Also got the chance to get some slices of pizza with our cohort in a networking event, and also catch up with Mahra, who is our classmate on this project, and she is coming from the UAE. So very diverse cohort, diverse background as well. I'm now on my way to the business school, and last lecture of the day. And after that, we'll be finishing off a assignment project submission, and then dinner with some of my friends I have here this evening. So nice Tuesday, productive Tuesday. A mix of everything, but that's exactly how I wanted it when I moved here. So we'll keep you updated on how the next lecture goes. Right, guys, so that is the last class of today finished. We just finished the course Field X at HBS, and it was a great session. We had Jason Kalanakis come in as a guest today to speak to us about VC investing, and I had the opportunity to ask him questions also about what founders and builders should look for when they're looking to raise investors. So it was a great session as always. As you notice, I have a guest with me here. This is Vishal. Vishal, say hello. I'll pass over to Vishal shortly to do a quick intro, but Vishal has founded a company here in HBS in his second year of studies in the healthcare AI space. And as part of the Field X course, I've been given the good fortune of being an advisor to Vishal's great business. So I'll hand over to Vishal to give another quick intro of his background and then talk more about the amazing business that he has founded and in the process of fundraising for. So Vishal, over to you.
Thank you, Shuwel, for the introduction. So I'm second year at Harvard Business School, and great to be on this podcast. And a bit about myself, about like I worked in a pharmaceutical industry, and that's why, the start is about the healthcare space. So a bit about what we're building at Sarah MD is like it's a AI tool for physicians to use at point of care. So the idea is essentially, if you we do not recall the conversations we had last week. We do not recall the name of the people we met a few days ago. How do we expect a physician to perform critical life-saving operations based on medical information they learned decades ago in medical school? It's so difficult. Plus, the realm of medical information is just expanding at a breakneck speed. It's so difficult to like stay up to date with the latest information and perform guidelines basis that. So you cannot perform optimal care without such tools. So that's why the product that they're building is enabling physicians easily access medical information at point of care with the chat GP-like service. So that's what Sarah MD is building. And we're excited to build it. It's a great time to be building this with AI exploding here and there. And I've got a bunch of co-founders who are AI engineers. And so excited to be working on this alongside Shuwel, who's advising us on this. Yeah.
Amazing, Vishal. Maybe one quick question for you and we'll loop around. And the question to you, Vishal, is how has this experience of building this company been impacted by building it at Harvard while studying here?
Yep. So the great part has been the access to the people around here. Like the professors are renowned people in the industry. They have tons and decades of experience and things inside out. So it's great to get advice from them. Plus, capital is flowing in here as we speak. I know there might be billions of dollars of net worth flowing here and there. People walking in with billions in net worth in this building alone. So you have capital everywhere. And it's good to be in touch with these people, get their idea, get their feedback about what the business is. So that's really helpful. And of course, the experts in healthcare, since we're building in healthcare, are all here. It's great to be speaking with them.
And Vishal's doing an amazing job. It's been a pleasure to learn alongside him in this course in Field X, and very exciting times for Vishal and his two amazing co-founders in the business at Sarah MD. So Vishal, thanks a lot for sharing. And yeah, keep an eye out on him, a future superstar in the making.
Thank you, Shuwel.
Right guys, this is the last video of the day. I'm here in the library. I have one assignment I need to submit before meeting some friends for dinner, so it's been an eventful day, almost 6 p.m. here at Harvard. Hopefully this has been insightful and look forward to sharing more about what happens tomorrow and later in the week.